to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch the safety creep. Hey, 15. Set 24.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, 15.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Williams, he was solid in Week 9, the win over Minnesota. 12 carries, 125 yards and a score. But that really only tells part of the story. He broke off a 91-yard touchdown run, the longest in the NFL thus far this season.
Shift. Quick dash. Go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 57 color. Mike 51.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Get that quarterback. And all come. Hey, Mike 51. Watch the slat. 51's Mike.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Switch gears. Kill. Hey, color. 15. I got him. Back smart. I got him. Why? Who?
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out, and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield finding Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Ripley. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Mike, what you want? Hey, it's coming up. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, Mike, 54.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big run there by McCoy, 46 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Yellow, I'm the Lou lady. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
I got you. Yellow, 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 yellow. Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
20.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 59 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And This is picked up by the Browns. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. 33 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
51 the mic, boy, 51. All day, dog.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Got you, boy. I got you. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 24. Check 24. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Attack! 15, 6. 51. I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, Williams. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier. TJ Carey on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80. It's just me and you. It's just attack.
From the 22, Mahomes Forced out to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Check. Fresno. Yellow. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Yellow.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ain't no such thing as a look. We taking wins home. 15. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. All day, baby, all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Easy. Come on. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Yellow.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Go, go, go. Motion, motion, pop, pop, pop. Yellow, yellow. Hayward.
To throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Hey, let's go. It's time to
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow, yellow. 6 guys. Yellow. Watch out, watch out. Hey, 15.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 there. Alert. Check safety. 15.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll be